Could you talk a little bit about the services you provide through your company here?
Yeah, absolutely. So the biggest focus was always lead nurture. So what happens after people join your email list? We do offer lead gen as well because business owners largely, when they want to grow or when they're slow and getting too slow, the number one thing they want, whether it's what they actually need or not, is more leads, more opportunities to talk about what they do. So offering the lead gen piece is something that we did for a while, didn't do for a while, we do again. And we really like Facebook ads, Facebook lead forms, especially if you want like accredited investors. It's a fairly effective way to get qualified people on your calendar. And then with the lead nurture piece, we use either Active Campaign or Go High Level, which are two competitor products to kind of deal with what comes next. And, we help set it up and train you on it and support you for life and all that good stuff. But it is really a type of service that expands to any high ticket service based business. So a lot of investors have, other businesses they do or courses or coaching programs, et cetera, masterminds. And this type of stuff is helpful for all those for sure.
Sure. So you pretty much, it sounds like, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but most of your nurturing and everything is around attracting investors, as in like maybe for syndicators, that type of.
Yeah, I mean, it could be investors for syndications or funds, either way, but part of it is getting new people into your world. The other piece is maintaining those relationships. And then if you actually have a raise, generating excitement and drawing attention for the different pieces of that as well. Whether it's getting them on a webinar, after that, getting soft commitments, money wired or paperwork signed, all those things can be nurtured too. Yep.
Sure. Well, look, could we go into some of these strategies then? You mentioned one of the things you favor Facebook ads and those forms. Can you tell me how you found your way, like finding that as one of the better approaches? It doesn't seem conducive to the people you're trying to attract.
So what's interesting is everybody thinks LinkedIn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
That's the first place that came to my mind.
Yeah. So the same people who are on LinkedIn are also on Facebook. Now they may be in a little bit different frame of mind, but the same people are in both places. Facebook is significantly more robust with the advertising options compared to LinkedIn. LinkedIn ads can be effective. They're expensive, in my opinion, and the results generally aren't good enough. They just, in my own experience. So with Facebook, it seems a little bit better. And with the AI and the machine learning, it's just really, really effective at being able to target people. So the targeting options are more robust. The success has been better with Facebook compared to LinkedIn.
Sure. So when you set the, go ahead. So you,
Paid only. So organic, LinkedIn can be effective. I do also know people who have posted for years and have nothing to show for it, which is probably where most people fall, to be honest.
talk a little bit about this then. So let's say somebody witnesses an ad on Facebook and you're trying to capture through a Facebook form. Are you just asking for some basic information? Because Facebook is feeding you some of their profile information, I'm sure.
Yes, it depends what the client wants. Let's say a client wants only to talk to accredited investors. So first thing we're going to do is ask them if they're accredited, and Facebook allows you to use conditional logic in that form. So if they say no, you redirect them to the website and say, thanks, have a great day. If they say yes, you can ask more information. It's really clear, like, hey, if you complete this form, somebody's going to reach out to you. So it's high intent. We're looking for high intent people that have money, that are looking to invest in 6 months or less, that meet the criteria. And you can't guarantee they do. You're taking their word for it. But Facebook will share first name, last name, phone number, country, and they get to see all that and submit that as well. But a lot of big names in the industry are doing it. It does work. There's some companies that you would recognize that spend a tremendous amount of money doing something very similar. I don't think it should be your only strategy to get new investors in your world, but it should be part of it for sure, because it definitely works.
So talk about some of the mistakes, like somebody going into this for the very first time, trying to set this up. These ad platforms can be daunting. I tried to do something in Google and Google AdWords recently, and I haven't been in there for a long time. I bet you the screen count alone has doubled since the last time I've been in there.
Yep. So I've tinkered with Facebook ads for probably 10 years. In Google, it's the same way. They're always changing stuff. So if you haven't been in there in 6 months or a year, you may log in and go, what am I looking at? Where's this stuff at? So LinkedIn is like Facebook, but way simpler. It's like a lighter version. So that's pretty easy. Google, YouTube, that world's a little bit harder, but Facebook's probably the most complicated, but it's gotten better. You can make it complicated or you can keep it simple, and I try to keep it really simple. But yeah, it's the architecture of setting this stuff up, having it flow into your CRM and all this stuff, that can be super duper overwhelming for people, especially if you don't do it every day like me do.
So what are some of the big mistakes somebody might make during this?
Yeah, I mean, I think just with marketing in general, it's overcomplicating it, right? Marketing is just grabbing attention and keeping attention, right? And the attention, when you keep it, is maintaining relationships. Like if you build a list and you don't talk to them every week or twice every 2 weeks, they're going to forget who you are. Not because you're not great or your brand isn't exciting. It's because we all get overwhelmed with incoming information all day, every day of our life. That's the reality where we're at. So, keeping it simple, not being so in love with your ideas that you are in love with them to a fault. So you have to let the data and the market tell you what's working and what's not. And the truth is, the market is always changing. So when I say that, what people respond to favorably doesn't stay the same forever. What worked in our business 2 years ago doesn't work now at all. It's very, very different. Our offer was extremely unique back then. We have a lot more competition now, and a lot of part-time or new capital raisers got shaken out in 2024. A lot of folks went out of business. That's just the reality of it. So for all these reasons, things are always changing. If I try something, I'm not emotionally attached to it, because if it doesn't work, if the data is terrible, I've got to change it, especially if I'm using somebody else's money.